Hello. I'm finally here. I can't decide if I'm chilly enough to take my jacket off or if I'm warm enough to take my jacket off. I feel like if I take it off, I'm going to be chilly. So I guess I'm going to leave it on for now. We're just going to kind of chill and wait a minute for the moderator to get onto YouTube. And I want to thank you for being here. We're going to be doing a little bit of introduction first. I'm going to say unequivocally that the attempted spiritual attack from a few minutes ago has been neutralized and returned to sender. And if you do that again, the energies that I work with are going to step in. My name is Sarah. I'm a depth quantum energy work practitioner, and I specialize in a number of modalities. Hi, Mr. No One. Thank you for being here. My goal in my work is to help and come alongside everybody that I work with into the path of soul sovereign remembrance. However, that also means that I don't allow you to cross my boundaries, parameters, or the rules for engaging with me on any of my accounts, profiles, pages on social media. Tonight, we had somebody come onto my Twitter and try to argue with me and correct me in a very ridiculous mansplaining tone. And I want to be extremely clear that that is absolutely not okay. I am not some young girl that you boys who don't know anything can come talk shit to. I am so serious right now. I am a mother of 4 in my 40s. I am so initiated beyond the realm of your understanding that inappropriate tone, and yes, I can read tone. I often know what you're doing, and I can scan intuitively across the world and through time and space. And while I don't choose to do that because I maintain and adhere to ethical standards in all of my work, you absolutely will not be welcome to come and correct me in my own spaces. And there are rules for engaging on my account, which I have talked about at length, and I have shared again and again that unless it is specifically asked, hey, what do you think about this? Comment below. My account is not a place for your dialogue to arrive in a demeaning, corrective tone. Your opinion about distorted, false light, occult systems is noted and firmly transmuted and disagreed with because it is objectively false. So there will be no more of that. And the next one of you who does that, I'm going to, instead of just typing what I typed today, I will call you out by handle. You uninitiated, immature men will not come mess with the mother and her employees, her workers, her stewards, her living embodiment aspects. So now that we've talked about that, I'm going to continue setting the container for today's beautiful Akashic session that I will be doing for a lovely woman. And this container has already been set. In reading this, I am further setting the container for this evening and inviting those who are in energetic alignment and attuned to participate energetically with this space into the container and reinforcing the resilience and safety for all of us participating today. So I decree and declare that this container is created, infused, and protected by the essence and light of Creator, Great Spirit, the holy and divine Mother, Father of the cosmos. I call in and thank with everlasting gratitude the Black Madonna, the Sophia Christ, the Mary, the Magdalene, the Isis, the Erishkigal, the Morrigan, the Lilith. the mothers of dragons. I also call in and thank with everlasting gratitude Yeshua as the living embodiment of the Spirit of the Christ, as the Son of the womb and tomb of all creation, the Son, the soul that she created and brought forth. We thank you for your modeling of the way, which is the compassionate and awakened womb and heart. We thank all the ancestors, both past and future, for those present today, for their space holding and loving guidance. However, I firmly request and require that only ancestors who have come to a certain point of divinely assigned and designed soul evolution can participate in guiding, leading, or directing this journey in any way today. We are here to activate the wisdom codes that are every cell of these bodies as we presently embody the sum total of all who came before us and all who will come after us. As such, in gentle, compassionate, and oh so firm declaration, I declare that all siphoning ancestral spirits, all earthbound entities, all earthbound disembodied people, all other disembodied energies that are confused or in distortion who are not supposed to be here. And by not supposed to be here, I mean that they default to siphoning and extracting human life force because they cannot make their own, that are confused or in distortion, all non-human intelligence and AI tracking that is being used for malevolent purposes without conscious consent, all demonic and alien oppression, suppression, possession, up to and including full possession, walking in and walking out possession, remote possession of the mental realm or any other part of the body, and all other attachments, implants, monitoring, tracking, and technologies that are being used and implemented, including biotechnologies, including biological material, organic material that is mixed with machine and technology, etheric, energetic, physical, or otherwise, will be guided to the appropriate place for the energies that they are composed of for proper clearing back into benevolent neutral energy throughout this session today. I also declare that any individuals participating or observing this session who would wish me or my family or my collaborators, of which there are many, any kind of harm, including feeling that you are more initiated or superior and sending energetic attacks, will be barred from participating in this session and be identified as such, made known to us. So you have been formally invited into the container. If you are here for benevolent purposes and for your highest and best, both in this body and in all your other bodies, I welcome you. Again, like I said, if you're new, my name is Sarah. I'm a depth quantum energy work practitioner. I specialize in quite a few modalities. I help people get free and sovereign through remembrance, through remembering that you already are, through becoming that which you have which you have always been, that who you already are, through remembering and through shedding everything that you are not. So welcome. Tonight I'm going to do an Akashic session for a beautiful lady. I want to say to this person that we will see if anything comes through. I know the first part of your question, I definitely feel comfortable talking about that on a live. The second part, because of who it involves, right now my energetic guidance is that that would have to be in a closed container and private session, simply because the individual mentioned is somebody who is very misunderstood and misinterpreted. And I don't know that we have the time to bring forth the nuance required for that topic. So we'll see what comes through. I just wanted to share that had been my guidance thus far. So right now, I'm just going to calibrate into, I'm sorry, I need to tap a little bit. I'm calibrating into the true and quantum Akash and asking with humility, but also extreme confidence of me, my initiation, my constant transformation, and the calling that I've accepted to access the organic weaving of the love and consciousness that is the primary substance from which we render all things as pertains to this client for tonight's session. So consent has been given. This is opening with purple rain. So I'm seeing purple rain raining into my vision. So you're really coming into a time of standing, you're at the threshold. So you're standing at the threshold is what I'm being shown of the full initiation into the complete sovereign wholeness that you are. I'm feeling like there's some hesitancy is what I'm being shown. So, I mean, I'm seeing the true purple frequency, the true Akashic frequency of power, of purpose, of passion, of sovereignty, of the sovereignty of the soul. Because of the day-to-day busyness and stress that you experience, even though there's lots of joy and love in your life too, it feels to me like there's a little bit of a hesitancy to step all the way through this portal because of some uncertainty about what that new version of you would need, who you would be. So the purple is there. It's coming in through the cosmos. Just clearing. I'm clearing a little bit since we've worked together before. I'm clearing a little bit of energetic residue. So this is like the energetic dust from the thought field that needs to be cleared fairly regularly from everyone, just kind of from across the top of your head and these energy centers, so that this purple, the true purple of the sovereign soul, can better be received and attuned through the soul star in the crown, because it is coming from the true quantum Akash into the cosmos, through the cosmos, down and being received by you. So moving this dust is going to assist. There's a little bit of like a tar energy. And I'll just share that I can tell that there had been in a recent attempt, it may be just kind of from the grid that you're on. It could be medical related if you've been in a medical institution for other people's medical needs, doctor's appointments or something in the last few months. The goo, the tarry goo comes in a number of ways, and that was what was sort of being suggested. That's intermixed and intermingled with the dust of the thought field. So I'm clearing all of that. This was a targeted attempt to keep you from evolution and accepting this full calling into this initiation. And again, just for those who are watching and listening, this is somebody that I have worked with a few times. And so I'm comfortable offering that energy clearing when it comes up in one of these sessions. If you are somebody new to me who books a mini Akashic reading, I'm happy to read for you. I'm happy to do a session, but I will not offer any energy clearing, even when the Akash shows something to me or I become aware of something during a mini Akashic reading, because that is not what you have come into agreement with me. So once someone has become an established client and I have an ongoing conscious consent, then I will pause an Akashic session like I just did to do something like that. So just to be clear, back to the reading. So yes, you're going to be receiving more of just as I closed my eyes, all of the purple came washing in. So removing that kind of sticky, tarry dust is going to allow this. And just because the codes are coming in and the frequency is coming in does not mean that you have to consent to like a really intense or aggressive initiation right now, because I know what you have going on in your day-to-day is a lot. I understand that you are, and so does the Akash, that you are living during an intense time in which there are few resources and not a lot of support. You are the resource and the support most of the time for yourself and for the people that you love. So, but it's still good to be receiving the energy and the codes for when you decide that it is time to do this. So this is all your free will choice. This will not be forced upon you. It's there and it's ready when you are. Your Akashic chamber tonight looks like a beautiful fat teardrop or raindrop, water droplet. It is really, really pretty. It's about like this shape. Yeah, like this kind of. And it feels, it is a purple frequency. There's a quality to the energy within your Akash that's different than I have felt in most people's. I'm waiting for some words to better describe it. It's not liquid. It's not air. It's not plasma. It's another thing that we don't have here. Okay, it is an aspect of ether as spirit, as Akash, that we don't have a human or earthly comparison to. But there is a beautiful purple shimmer to the quality of the energy and the environment that we're sitting in. There's a long rectangular table, a wooden table, and I'm being beckoned to the table, which is interesting because this hasn't happened quite like this in a while. There is a photo book, like a photo album on the table that I'm being asked to look at. If you can get consent to do so, the photo book is showing me soul shards of your mother's that you have the opportunity to retrieve for her. I know that that's a tricky situation. The reason I'm being shown through the book is because I'm not pushing in or scanning her energy field or in her Akashic chamber. But it was really important that I bring this to your attention. There's about 7 of them. First I saw 4, and then I saw 5, and then it went to 7, and there may be more. There are more, up to 17. But right now, 7 of them could be retrieved and reintegrated within the next 90 days. Because of the situation being what it is, you and I could message privately or speak privately. This is something the Akash and yourself. I'm seeing you in one of your higher self forms, really in like the power of the fully embodied, mature, dark feminine. And I don't like using the words feminine and masculine, and everybody knows that. But what I mean is you are a woman in your fullness, in your totality, in your magnetism, in a velvety black purple dress as like one of your expanded self forms that wanted me to bring this to your attention. I don't do false light. I don't play with the new age cage of the white lighters. Nothing gets done, and it's not real, and it's just another silly little level inside the waking dream. And I know neither you or I do that. Like that's a different part. It's a different room of the being asleep here, of the we're having this earth dream, and I don't do that. So like full embodied womanhood, full mature womanhood is wholeness, is totality, is being in the magnetism and having access to the electricity too. I mean, like in so many other versions of myself, I have electricity as magic, just drips off my fingers. So, and you and I are templated similarly in that way. So, bringing that to your attention about your mother and about the soul shards, because I know that situation is delicate, and I want to be clear that this expanded self version of you is well aware that you may not desire to speak with her, and that is okay. Nobody is making you do anything. No one is making you facilitate this. But if there were an opportunity that you would choose to connect with her, you may be able to assist if you chose to. I don't want to linger too long on this because I'm being really careful with words and phrasing. And also just for you to continue to hold this compassion that this person is very fractured. So while things are very extremely difficult, and with this relationship and with her presentation, just having the compassion while maintaining your boundaries, that things, this is a very fractured person. That could be your initiation into some of the gifts, talents, and healing that you have been feeling and sensing coming on. It does not have to be. There are multiple other ways. I do see that you have a propensity for facilitating healing. It's extremely, extremely important that I convey to you that you are only the conduit. The healer is, everybody is their own healer. I facilitate and I do share my massive alchemical way-making magic in session, but everybody who heals, and I say heals loosely, everyone who becomes and remembers who they are and sheds what they are not, is doing that for themselves with my assistance and facilitation and direction, because I see people who choose not to heal. So you are the vessel, you are the conduit, and you are sharing your gifts and divinity with another in a way that if they choose to receive and know, it's beyond belief. It's knowing that this can be done, then it shall be done. Any forced healing is a type of domination magic that is extremely malevolent. So healing is never forced. People are their own healers. It's really important to hold the tension of that distinction and nuance. And the Akasha is saying this is crucial to speak about. Yes, You're a hands-on healer. Okay, there are some things that are too personal to say on a live coming through. I'll send you a message later. If you're interested in like the energy healing, like Reiki, pranic healing, quantum touch in particular feels like it could be very aligned for you. But if you are looking at other ways to utilize your significant oracle and intuition, you just begin. And as you go all in the beginning, all that is, the oneness, will bring to you what she, they, he, us desire for you to do. They're asking me to remind everyone that I started in shamanic practice. I was earth-based, grounded right here, doing the thing. And over again, the Akash kept coming to me over and over again for months. Said, you do this. I said, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. There's a lot of New Age people doing that. Not that I think all New Age people are bad. I just think that I was correctly identifying a lot of the harm and damage and the continued energy extraction that happens within certain of those circles, many of those places. And the Akash kept coming. And finally, the Akash said, I need you to do this precisely for the reason that you have been saying you don't want to. We have to bring clarity and truth and nuance and discernment to humanity and share that the Akash is real. We have to deepen and expand our conversation about it, about what it does, what it's for, what I am as an aspect of the Godhead. And that got my attention. And then the Akash said to me, what do you think shamanic journey work is? What do you think you're doing when you're visioning for people? And then it came that the Akashic, shamanic, and quantum realms are not quite one and the same, but oh, how they weave with one another and are very close to one and the same. So the Akash just asked that I share that with you, lovely soul, to show how when you say yes to the nudging, leading, and guiding of your heart, soul, womb, expanded selves, and the energy streams that you're connecting to, you will not and cannot go wrong. I'm feeling it would be aligned. The Akash says it would be aligned for you at some point to consider BQH. I know given your schedule and resources that may not be something that would be for right now, but it is coming in. That retrieving some of your own quantum parallel now soul templates and life information existences would be very beneficial in putting together some of the puzzle pieces that have been arriving in your consciousness and in your heart lately. There's a tether that's kind of sticking out of your left hip area, like left hip, but a little bit to the back. It looks like it's made out of like a kind of like the cloth, jump ropes that were made of like a nylon or something, kind of a woven, not just the rubber plasticky ones, but the ones like from when I was a kid that were that other material. It's like that, and it's kind of wavy, and it's going out behind you between 6 and 8 feet, some kind of a tether. I do believe this is to your daughter. I am not going to remove that, and I'm going to suggest that you feel into that deeply. Given the child's young age, children are very much mommy's sidekick. Probably till it varies on the kid, but my daughter didn't sleep by herself until she was 7 or 8. So I will tell you that it feels like it's in not quite the right place, and that there may be more of your energy, and specifically your sacral, your womb space, creation, life force energy that is being funneled out in a way that may not be ultimately beneficial to you. That's what the Akash and your higher self that is standing in the Akash right now wants me to share with you. So the connection with kiddo remains. I'm going to leave that to you and whomever you're working with right now. Or you can reach out to me to better feel into repositioning that, removing it altogether, making sure there's a proper heart, like a heart to heart, or mind. Like I'm seeing mind to mind, heart to heart connection with kiddo right now would be better. But we'll talk about that, or you can reach out to whomever else you're working with on that one. You are connected to the angelic realm, as you know. The angelic realm would like you to connect with them privately, as I suspected. And they're directing me to check in with you about nutrition and nourishment in all regards, foundationally. It feels like I'm being shown that you may have let minerals slip a little bit. And given your very, very busy life, you really need more sodium. I'm hearing double what you're usually getting most days to assist and support the adrenals. High quality salt. I think it's that Maldon, Maldon. I think that's the one I bought recently that was testing as like lead free. And then we've talked about Concentrace brand, Trace Minerals. Okay. Okay. Wow. The Mineral Kingdom is present in the Akash, in your Akashic record, and talking to me through your higher self. I'm seeing these beautiful salt crystals. You need more. You need to salt your fruit. If all you're eating for a meal or a snack is fruit, you need to salt it. Being very, very mindful of proper magnesium is crucially important right now, given the busyness of your days. Most people on most days need 1.5 to 3 times the amount of magnesium listed on a bottle of mag glycinate or mag malate or mag L-threonate as being like the normal dose for a day. I think you need about twice on some days, is what the mineral kingdom is saying. Now, I'm not a doctor and this is not medical advice. I am merely doing what I do. I'm connecting with the energy streams that I connect with and sharing what comes through. Everybody is sovereign and everyone is to do their own research. And all of this is offered knowing that you are a sovereign soul, a mature and responsible adult, and will decide ultimately what is best for you, your body, and your soul. So I'm putting that disclaimer in each time because the Google bot is really annoying. Yes, so magnesium and sodium are coming up as particularly important. Concentrates, trace minerals. Would like you're a petite person, so you do not need to work up to the 40 drops a day that is listed on the bottle, but maybe 20 to 25 to help fortify the thyroid and the adrenals and your system. What is often underlooked or overlooked, both, not noticed, is that the proper flow of energy within the physical and energetic bodies does need a lot of minerals in order to flow properly. And you are going to feel a lot more vivacious and vibrant with the addition of, and I know you do it sometimes, but what they're saying to me, that I'm seeing these huge salt rocks, salt crystals, yourself in the velvety purple black dress, and now a polar bear. So I'm going to offer to you. Polar bear showed up one other time recently for somebody. That you really need to be consistent with mineral intake and make sure that you are making time to nourish your body in whatever way it needs, whether that's food or a nap or a walk. Continue connecting with your animals. This is one of the most therapeutic and nurturing things that you are doing for yourself right now. Very, very important. You are an animal communicator. I feel like you know that. But it's coming in. This is one way that you can begin or continue practicing, honing your intuition, refining things, clarifying into your own sense of knowing. I don't know if you have baby ducks right now, but I'm seeing like a little family of backyard ducks. So I'm going to offer that as being potentially a very fun and enjoyable addition if you don't already have that. It's being recommended that you consider a gentle antiparasitic for the family and the household. And I'm being led to mention the Nemechek protocol, which I think I mentioned for somebody else the other day, for both you and your daughter. Nemechek, Dr. Nemechek, Nemechek. Very simple, has a very excellent track record for broken mommy syndrome and children significantly. So that's coming up as very, very likely to be beneficial for you. If you would like to connect with the true and real angelic realm that is not associated with false recordings and thought form copies, you are being invited to do so and already have all of the skills and tools within you to begin expanding your ability to perceive the more expanded but deeper and nuanced realms of subtle consciousness. And this will be a practice in which you commit and know that you can, you will, and you are. And you don't allow the little voice that tries to tell you you're imagining this or this is silly, because we are imagining all of it. And it is through our imaging that we render this world, this hologram, this beingness, this body. Nothing about your imagining is wrong or false or fake. If only we could get everybody else to imagine well with us, so we could image ourselves back to ancient future Tara Earth. So you image, you intend, you know, you connect your heart to your womb and seek that which you already are, and to connect with those whom you represent here in this earthly body. And you wait and you listen and you know some more. And then, before you know it, you'll be in and on and remembering even more than you thought possible. Whew, let me feel if there's anything else. I just really want to love on you, because I know that here in these years as a really busy young family, and it's hard. And I was a mom with multiple busy children. I mean, they're still busy, but they're big. And I remember the fatigue, and your guidance and support and all the full power of the weavers, the time weavers, the consciousness weavers, the world weavers, the interdimensional, sacred, stacked and layered reality grid keepers are all encouraging, commending, and supporting you. This is not an easy incarnation in particular that you selected, but it's a really, really important one. It's a convergence. It's a rapid, accelerated initiation and growth. And it is and always has been worth it. And it will continue to bear fruit energetically in the heart, in the world, in the cosmos. And you are not alone. And you are so very beloved. And with that, the beings of your Akashic chamber say that your session, that's what they wanted to bring through tonight. I'm just going to clear a little bit. There's an attempt high heart throat attack. So I've had to do some additional clearing myself tonight. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. I feel like that's probably all that I wanted to do as far as a collective or an Akashic thing. I will mention that I'll announce tomorrow some information for a small group that will be held on my Zoom account in my Zoom room, in which this will be open to the public, but it will not everybody who would like to come will need to reach out to me. It'll be invite only. So if you're interested, once I make the announcement on my social media, and you would like to attend, there will be a way to reach out to me, probably via my email address. And then spots are going to be limited. So it's likely that, I mean, if you're interested in coming, you'll want to reach out pretty quickly and be ready with the exchange. We'll be having a talk about walk-ins and other phenomena and how it is showing up in my energy work practice. And then we will also be having a time for everybody in attendance to ask one question or seek some assistance on clearing one thing. So that will probably be, I'm going to talk with the moderator and the other primary members of my private small group that meets periodically. And once we determine a time, I will announce, I think it will be Saturday evening, probably around 8:00 Central Time, but I'll confirm that and announce tomorrow or the following day. And I will be live again on probably Friday. So if you would like to get in line or sign up for a mini Akashic session, that is done by email right now, sarah.descending@proton.me. Mini sessions are 15 to 20 minutes. As you can see tonight, I went long. I often go long if it's flowing and it feels important. And they are presently $35. It's the only low ticket way to work with me. If you would like to connect with me privately, you are welcome to email for my membership information, or you can book single sessions or 3-session 15 to 21 day container packages on my store booking page, stan.store/Sarah Descending. I would love to connect with you. And then Descend to Ascend is my signature like depth quantum package, and that is able to be booked on my store as well. There is a membership rate available for Descend to Ascend as well that I've not shared publicly yet. So I do actually, if anyone listening is wanting to work together, I am full, very full tomorrow. And I do have time for one session on Friday between 4:30 and 8:30 p.m. Central. So that's actually a long enough segment for Beyond Quantum Healing, which is one of my favorite modalities to facilitate. And I also have some session time on Saturday. And Saturday is hit and miss with me. I actually don't think you can book most modalities on my store on Saturdays. But if you reach out to me directly, I will schedule you on a Saturday if you would like. And so thanks so much for coming. It's an honor to connect with you. Please feel free to hold your boundaries and parameters, and don't be afraid to speak about it. I am not a bitch because I won't let people talk trash at me or try to correct me in my own spaces. And part of my work has been deconstructing and completely releasing any and all of that crap, those thought forms, those societal programming, those keep sweet in, shut up and be in your seat, little woman, stuff that we've all been programmed with. It is absolutely not acceptable to me. And I will not be corrected by a silly, uninitiated boy child. Nothing against boys or children, because I happen to be a mother of 4, by the way. And the way a lot of you grown men act on the internet is, my sons would never behave that way. Let me say that. They would never talk to somebody on the internet the way I see people talking to each other, adults, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, every day. So anyway, hold your boundaries, speak your truth. Be authentic to yourself. Stand in your integrity and be your own best advocate. You will thank yourself for it later. Again, if you would like to get signed up for a mini session, feel free to email me. Book regular sessions, go to my store. I actually am going to go ahead and offer to this audience maybe $100 off a BQH session, good through Friday at 9 o'clock Central. If you want to connect for Beyond Quantum Healing, which is a quantum exploration modality that it was developed by the amazing Candace Krog-Goldman, feel free to reach out to me privately in your email, in the headline, header, the note, whatever it is, write Tuesday night BQH special, so that I know you are ready to connect for BQH at $100 off. And those will be used for marketing promo. So I won't put anything on YouTube that's too personal. But segments of it will be used. So in order to get any kind of a promotional discount with me on Quantum Akash or BQH, the material does remain mine. I will share a copy with you, but I do retain rights to share segments as long as they're not excessively personal online. And you can check out my Quantum Akash and Beyond Quantum Healing playlists on YouTube if you're interested. Thanks so much for coming. I will talk to you soon. Bye.